Dang. Call me so I can make it juicy for you.
Hello, YouTube and Twitch chat. We're doing this one on stream today. Welcome to episode number, I think, 7 of our Unranked to Master series. We are playing a little AP Udyr today. You guys have been asking for live commentary. My last game, or our last Unranked to Masters, I did a live Tiger commentary. Today we will be doing a live full AP Udyr commentary. If you're like, why AP Udyr? Take a look at the enemy team comp for just a second. We are playing against Shin and Morgana, high crowd control champs. Shin, if you don't know, puts down a circle that blocks auto attacks for his entire team. Morgana, has a spell shield and snares and her ultimate, which is extremely oppressive for Tiger Udyr. Very hard to auto attack against this and this. In addition, they also have Zeri, who kites Tiger Udyr really, really well. She's one of the newer champions, so she's got a lot of kite in her kit. It's very frustrating playing against this thing. I tend to just play more wait for her to mess up, and then you flash one-shot her. Tiger does work for that, but in my opinion, AP Udyr is just a little bit easier to navigate on her. For Orianna and Warwick, Orianna, I prefer Tiger Udyr. Warwick, I tend to prefer Phoenix Udyr. Warwick is one of the only champions in the game that can actually fight Tiger Udyr. People ask me which champions can 1v1 Udyr. Warwick is on that list, just because he has such a really, really good, how do you put it, damage and healing threshold when he's low on health. We got a 90% load screen. We're hoping that this one turns into an actual game. The other reason why full AP Udyr works really well here is the enemy team is very immobile outside of the Zeri. Orianna doesn't have a dash. Warwick doesn't really have a dash outside of his ultimate. Sure, he can Q through you and stuff like that, but nothing fancy. And then, of course, they've got a bot lane. Morgana is slow. Yes, she is annoying, but she is slow. And Zeri, if she doesn't, fight around a wall, cannot jump over walls. So you've got a lot of ways to get them trapped inside your Awaken R. You can kill this team very, very easy by just building full damage on AP. Which is exactly what we're planning to do. First dragon is Cloud Dragon. Against this team comp and with my team comp, I don't really care about grubs. Nobody on the enemy team outside of Shin will probably be split pushing. We're going to have a Karma, a LeBlanc, a Draven, and an Udyr to chase them, whoever gets in a side lane. Nautilus is also really good with roaming, so I don't think they're going to be split pushing much this game. I don't think we'll be split pushing much this game. Dragons for sure are the better objective to go for, and conveniently I'm red side, so whenever you do a Raptor start, it spits you out on the other side of the map at 5 minutes with gold spent. Since we're playing for dragons and we know dragons is bot side, starting Raptors will spit me out bot side at 5 minutes with gold spent at level 5, so I can just get a clean early dragon, or I can do my camps, or I can go straight into a gank. It just depends on the map state. But either way, we're having a lot of fun. I tell people this is a live commentary, but I'm still going to say, if you need help with your clear speed, I have a video on my YouTube channel called the Advanced Clearing Guide. It will walk you auto attack by auto attack, how to get your Raptor start a lot faster, down to 309, I think is what we got it to in the video, give or take. It is possible. I don't get 309 every game because I don't have perfect clears every game. And frankly, you're watching the mini-map, you're stutter stepping. For me, usually I'm on stream and talking. So as long as you're below, I would say 315 to 320, you're fine. Anything above 320, I do encourage people to usually go watch that video and try and clean it up a little bit. And the idea, of course, is you're just trying to give yourself a 10 to 15 second window to either A, respond to a fast gank. So let's say the enemy jungler, does a blue linear start and they gank right at 3 minutes. You want to give yourself time to respond there. We see the Warwick mid here. Warwick does not have blue and he's got 12 CS. He came out of my top side jungle, so we know that he just did a bot side clear to my top side. He was actually trying to fight me, but he went mid for the gank instead. No dice there on the mid gank, but we get our fast level 4 once again this game. Looks like we squeak out a 313 clear. Not perfect, but also not bad. Let's see here. She's going for the kill. Nice recovery kill. We do want to kill their bot lane here. We saw that the bot lane had a little scrap. I don't know where they are. Gonna be honest.
I call the chaos of thought.
Frankly, I think they messed up the engage window there. I think they just back off. I think I look for a double crab. We know Warwick's going to be on his top side camps, so we're going to ping that and that. I would like to get the crab, but here he is. With Warwick, you always kite out the E if you don't know. That's not only does he take reduced damage, but it crowd controls him. I think it's better to focus the Orianna for a few reasons here. But most importantly, Warwick does bonus damage when he's low on health. It's not correct to focus him, get the other target first, and then you all focus down the Warwick, if that makes sense. Warwick's got 24 CS with a crab. That lets me know he either didn't do his Grump or his Blue or his Wolves, but here's the nice thing. Since he didn't do one or the other, his topside camps are currently staggered. In addition, his topside camp is level 1. So when he does go finally clear it, he's going to be killing a level 1 camp as a level 4 jungler, and he's not going to be using his time well. My camps are currently level 4. Your first quadrant respawns at level 4. My Wolves and Grump, since I did them second this game, are going to respawn at level 5. It is worth my time, in my opinion, instead of helping him by clearing his jungle, because that will reset his entire quadrant. I'm just going to leave it alive and go farm my level 4 camps. We could come top here. I think we just go cash in. You for sure want to go and get Darkseal very quick on this playstyle. So the build that we will be doing today is we're probably going to be doing Liandry's. They've got 2 high health targets and a lot of shields with the Orianna Morgana. So I'm a big fan here of picking up Liandry's. Second item, probably Shadow Flame. Shadow Flame will most likely outperform the Storm Surge this game. We'll see though. I just don't think that Storm Surge, the movement speed, is necessary. I think it will be better to go for the just the straight damage and Magic Pin and AoE. Because once again, they're immobile. Stinks to see us getting caught here. I'm going to look for this. Hopefully Draven doesn't die before I get here. Nice. They killed Warwick. It's pretty big. Alright, really, really good. I should have just stayed on my Grump, but it's fine. I do think walking bot is okay there, because even though it staggers my camp and it's kind of a waste of time, you never know. I don't know whether or not they kill the Warwick there. There's another world where I finish it. We do have Rift Grubs alive. I know they want me to gank bot. I would prefer to just crab. My topside camps come up in 30 seconds, so I've got literally 300 gold coming up top and Rift Grubs and a crab worth 100 gold. Taking crab away from the enemy jungler is a 200 gold swing, because keep in mind it's 100 gold I get that he doesn't get, and vice versa if he takes it away from me. So I value crab at 200 gold in my head. Oh, he just went for it. I'm going to go ahead and just awaken E here for the movement speed. I think with our team here, the movement speed makes the biggest difference. Wait for the shield to wear off and then use the auto attack. Once again, Shin blocks auto attacks. It's very annoying. That's a really, really good skill, though, because that gets me my juicy movement speed. One thing I do want to point out, we are not farming our camps here. We're farming Warwick's camps here. Because, number one, I'm a higher level. Number two, if he uses Smite on the thing, he's going to commit to a fight as a level 4 Warwick. So what is he going to do, you know? I don't know. I couldn't get the W off. Very frustrating there. LeBlanc should be able to finish him off here. I'm not flaming her with that ping. I'm just saying she's right here. Wow, we are missing a lot as a team here. Do I go straight into boots, do you think, or do I just go for the haunting guys? I think I'm going to go for the haunting guys. It's frustrating dying there. I do think if a couple more karma Qs had landed, I do think if the LeBlanc had walked straight over, that would have been very, very free. LeBlanc, the Warwick was very underleveled without boots. But it's okay. I'm not mad at anybody. Stuff like that, I think I would do again, though, in 8 out of 10 games. Maybe in 2 out of 10 games I don't go for that, but 8 out of 10 times I think I play for that. Because if you kill the Warwick there, not only do I kill him, I get the blue buff, I get the Grump, and then I cycle my entire jungle. It would have been like an 1,000 gold swing. If I die there, sure, we lose our Darkseal stacks. That's the saddest thing. But, let's just full clear down, you know. We're playing for dragons once again. We said at the start of the game, dragons are better this game. So how I look at it, you know, is if you get your desired objective, the other objective you're not playing for, it's just candy. You know, like, it's nice to get, but it's not necessary, and it certainly doesn't win you the game. It's just icing on the cake, you know. We're playing for dragons, and I've still got a really nice clear cycle. Mr. Warwick is at 36 CS. He's probably closer to 44 before he did Rift Grubs, so let's say 46 after Rift Grubs. I'm already 20 CS ahead of him and climbing, and we're just going to continue that trajectory. As long as I continue to build damage, we'll be good to go. In terms of boots this game, you could go Merc Treads, especially against Morgana. You can go Sork Boots. You got options. It's tough to not want to go Merc Treads into all that crowd control. They got a lot of crowd control. Let me see what boots the Orianna builds. If she builds Sork Boots, I for sure will go Merc Treads. I'll just flash that. Kill somebody on the back end there. They misplayed this fight super hard. If you don't know, one of the best things you can do is flash Awaken R like that. Use your R like a Jarvan ult and just flash out. Keep them trapped in there, and it's amazing what will happen. I went for the Awaken W just because I don't need to do anything except not die. We lose Nautilus, but honestly, we'll take it, buddy. Nice. Good job. I should go back and reset, but frankly, I'm going to use W. I think he does have enough damage, just enough to squeak out a kill there. Okay, I just used Smite. I'm going to max E second because I really like the movement speed, especially when you're playing full damage Udyr. I want to get above the W threshold as fast as possible here. Just don't get hit by the snare is the best thing I can do as a teammate. We got the R on them, so that should turn into a kill. We do not have Smite. I just need to hold on and wait for the team here. There's literally no reason for me to take poke or any extra damage that's unneeded here. Waiting for the Orianna to go back to lane here. And this should be a free second dragon. Great. Once again, with second dragon being our priority, that's number one. Wow, I got a lot of gold and a lot of things I want. I hope I've got enough gold for everything. First and foremost, we're getting this, this, and this. I have just 100 gold shy of what I really want. You know what actually works here? We can go Swifties. That works. You could go straight Sork Boots or Merc Treads. Both work here. Swifties also work. That's got a slow. He's got Stride Breaker. Zeri's got quite a bit of slows. And then Morgana ult slows you if you don't know. That, like, when her chains are going off, it's a slowing effect. So it's really good to try and negate as much of that as possible. So really happy about it. Are all his junglers numbers, guys? Not all of them, but most have to be. Most have to be. You want to know why? Because when you're jungling, you've got too many variables. We got to know what the most common denominator is, whether it's us or our teammates. So we have to look at the data. You know, otherwise you can't climb. Like, jungle really is, it's what, part of the reason why it's my favorite role and why my brain is so good at it. Because you have to look at things through objective lens of, like, if I do this over the course of 100 games, if I make this exact decision over the course of 100 games, what happens, you know? With Udyr, all you got to do on Warwick once you get a lead is just burn down his Awaken R. I got to wait for LeBlanc to come. Why is Morgana here? I'm about to lose my Magi stacks. At least Warwick didn't get the assist. And we still got a kill. I lose my Magi stacks. That's the biggest frustration there. 2 for 1, not great, but you know, Morgana was top there. Sorry, I cannot predict the Morgana top with just Orianna. I would have been fine, even though we lost out on the rotation. I really would have been A-okay there. It's just the Morgana randomly roaming down that caught me with my pants down a little bit. Sucks to suck. Onwards and upwards. You know, it does kind of make sense. She's probably moving up there for the Rift Grubs. But on the bright side, since that fight took place, they were not able to get Rift Grubs as a team because Rift Herald is spawning. So they weren't able to take advantage of their first round of Rift Grubs and turn it into more Rift Grubs, which is really good.
An ally has been slain.
Here, I think I'll do, even though Warwick's bot, I'm not going to go for Rift Herald here. I'm going to go for my full clear and then look to go take his topside camps. Warwick is very far behind me. As long as I keep my camps on cycle, he will always have that issue. And the nice thing with full AP Udyr, I don't know if I've said this yet on this video, but like, full AP Udyr outscales everything. It literally is the hardest scaling build in the game, I think. There are very few champions that can keep up. Caston can kind of keep up from a mobility standpoint, but not from a damage standpoint. I've seen late game Gwens do comparable things, but like, it really is one of the hardest scaling builds in the game.
Mother Bear and I will shelter this world.
I do think all I gotta do here is just drop the R, get some poke on him, and then we just keep going here.
We need no help.
It's frustrating. That's twice he's won the smite battle on Grump this game. I'm gonna learn from my mistake and use Awaken W, because I seem to be dying every time I invade. Very frustrating. Bot lane just got a double kill, which is great.
Mother Bear, we know your rage.
Ooh, that juke. And the Karma Shield. I wish I had another Awakening to help the team here. I'm going to look for it here.
We cannot surrender.
An ally has been slain.
Springs grow. Winter flow.
Oh, no. That should be a kill. LeBlanc's out of mana, though. Oh, that's so unfortunate that we die like that. Flash, ult, all of it, dude. Throw everything at the Udyr. You know what I mean? Like, it sucks dying like that. Always does. At this angle, I'm actually leaning more towards Storm Surge. There's a lot of goofy, like, movement speed reliant fights that I wasn't expecting on happening this game. We're actually going to pick up the Storm Surge. I could go for the Zonias as well, but I want the Storm Surge. Frankly, I want the movement speed. I want the damage.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Very frustrating not being able to keep my Magi stacks, but whatever. Alrighty.
Autumn's wind. Stability and strength. The dragon's soul is life itself.
Great.
Prowling tiger.
Alright, keep moving through the jungle here. We may have to sell the Magi's if the rubber really hits the road and things get dicey, but it's very easy to stack Magi's. All it takes is one team fight. One Awaken R, you can get literally a kill, 2 assists, and that's 10 stacks right there. So, I like holding on to it. If you do upgrade to it, usually it's because you have 10 stacks, which we did have. We died, whatever. Now we've got to recover it. It's a risky gamble, and in my opinion, it's not even that risky because you scale with it so well.
Winter flow. Mother Bear. Stability and strength.
Good news is we've done a good job keeping the jungle camps on cycle. This is not good.
I bridge many divides. Summer strain.
You have slain an enemy. An ally has been slain.
Oh, that shield was good from him.
You have slain an enemy.
I'm going to go ahead and just W so I can get the Warwick W off of me. I don't want to 1v1 a Warwick. I'm just going to back off.
I am all things.
He's mid, actually. With top crab coming up and with everybody dead, let's look for the tower here.
Prowling tiger.
Rampage.
Ooh, nice. Draven is doing a great job keeping the enemy Zeri out of the game. I'm glad we spent some time down bot this game because they've used their lead very, very well. I don't take credit for anything past that early shit that we did, or my early SHIT. Whoops. I don't know if YouTube allows cursing or well if it doesn't.
We are eternal. Winter's flow.
So, fun fact about Udyr's E, if you're like, that's bullshit that went through, it's not random. You can do that with Jack's Counter-Strike as well. By the way, this Morgana, can we play bot lane, please? Like, I do not know why I have a Morgana on my screen 24/7. At this rate, I think we're actually going to, unfortunately, have to sell the Swifties for the Mercs. I was not planning on jungling against the Morgana every single time. Like, every skirmish I've fought, I've had a Morgana on my screen. But the way Udyr's E works is it's got something attributed to it called an unstoppable auto attack, right? Meaning you can still auto attack through crowd control. So if you time it perfectly, you can do it on Warwick Fear, Warwick ult. You can self-stop a Warwick ult. You can stun a Jax through Counter-Strike. If his Counter-Strike goes off, you can still stun him. It's not random, and it's not by chance that stun goes off there. It's built into your kit. And if you play with and around it, you can do some pretty cool stuff with it. Like self-stop a Warwick ult. Like there's not many champions can actually do that.
Silence is a gift.
Which is another fun reason why it's, you know, Udyr's always satisfying to play.
Autumn's wind.
I really want to get the Baron with the Draven, but Draven is kind of sitting bot.
Summer strike.
If Draven brings the Warwick down bot, that's another way we can play it, is by...
Summer's flame.
Yeah, I think we go for it now. With Warwick bot.
Dominating.
I would like to see him not give the bounty to the Warwick, but I do think we'll see it. They do have Morgana down there. Is anybody half health? As long as Warwick can't chase anybody up here with his W, I do think we stand a decent chance. Now somebody's half health, though.
Blazing phoenix.
Uh-oh.
Autumn's wind.
Alright, we get off it. We don't have the damage without Draven here to actually finish this.
Bring growth.
With Storm Surge, Lightning Q is really potent because you can pop people like that.
All things thrive. Summer's flame.
This is one of the worst angles for a Warwick to be fighting in,
Blazing phoenix.
unless he gets the ult off. Come on, Karma!
Inner peace.
No. Sad, sad, sad. Alright, we're going to go Shadow Flame for the same reason I wanted to build Shadow Flame second. Is their team is very immobile. They will get stuck, as we just saw on the Orianna. Orianna, without flash, will literally get put in the microwave, dude. She cannot leave. You just shut the door and say, burn to death. So, Magic Pen, and specifically any sort of burst damage, is very, very good on this build against this team comp. I don't build straight Magic Pen every game. Sometimes I actually don't build any. I'll just go straight into, like, Leandri's, into Zhonya's, into Deathcap, into Riftmaker, more of a defensive bruiser build. This game, you for sure just want as much Magic Pen and burst as you can get. Draven is just going to win us the game. I love this. Listen, I don't care how we win. I don't need to be the star of the show. I don't need to be LeBron James or Michael Jordan. I'll be Pippen or Scottie Pippen, you know?
Your team has destroyed a
Ability
turret.
and strength. Spring.
I'll be the Robin to somebody else's Batman any day of the week if it means I win the game.
Turtle.
And that is one thing I wish my Diamond teammates, if you ever click on my stream and you hear me complain about Diamond teammates calling them selfish, that's mainly what I'm talking about. It seems like it is a skill to just allow yourself to be carried. Sometimes just power farming your jungler and being a very strong Udyr that can cast Awaken R and peel the Draven, that's good in of itself, right?
Give everything.
Plus, I know I can carry as well. Like, if the Draven messes up, if the Draven starts chain feeding playing ARAM, we're still okay. because I know I can carry. And as long as I'm farmed, that statement remains true. If I start doing stupid things, playing ARAM with the Draven and then Draven messes up, then we can lose the game.
Enemy double kill. You have slain an
I need some Darkseal stacks.
We are eternal.
Fine.
We are the keepers of life and death.
Fine, I'll stop farming to help the team.
Stability and strength.
Put him in a little microwave real quick. Warwick's pretty good. Pretty good against the Udyr. I don't think he will be able to deal with me at level 16 when my awakening cooldown is super, super low, but I do think we could also go Malignance this game. That's another option you have. If you didn't want to go Shadow Flame, I would go Malignance for the same reason I want Shadow Flame, so I can just cast it as often as possible, you know?
I walk with you, Midsummer's dragon, the serpent that circles the world. Springs grow.
Close. With Draven here, if you don't know, Draven and Udyr are some of the two fastest taking, Baron champs in the game. I didn't see a Warwick ult, so you can. Ooh, we want to get off this if we can help it. Now we use the Awaken R. That was a good, well-timed Warwick ult. Draven is just murdering everything. GG. I do think if we had all gone mid, we could have ended the game. I think we send the LeBlanc mid. There is a world where Zeri like holds the minion wave. She beats us there. If we were all three there, could we have ended? It would have been very close. But what I do know is 4 people are still dead. And that an outer turret, or an inner turret rather, is worth 700 gold. Yes, please. Look at this payday we're about to get. If you ever see an opportunity as Udyr, even as AP Udyr, you take towers very fast. Always go for it. It's literally a kill's worth. I'm gonna go. Kind of want to go Zhonya's, TBH. Warwick has actually turned out to be a much, much bigger problem than I was anticipating. Zhonya's is the best counter in the game to champions like Jarvan, Warwick, Shen. Champions that just want to be on top of you. Viego, Master Yi. By the way, I do not encourage people to play AP Udyr into Master Yi. It's almost impossible. But if you have to do it, like let's say the rest of the enemy team is super. I had to do this the other day where like the rest of the enemy team was super good for AP Udyr. And, like, our team also was full AD. It was kind of a 1-2 punch, and we needed me to go AP. If you build Zhonya's second into champions like that, it is a really good way to deal with those champs. Because they can't kill you and auto-attack you if you're invincible, right? Now, we just drop Awaken R's at level 17, and even though Draven's carrying, great job, we've got insurance, baby. It's called AP Udyr. There's no way the enemy team can outscale an AP Udyr. There's just not. I deeply believe AP Udyr outscales everything. Really does. Because unlike Kassadin, it's an AoE playstyle. And unlike Fiddlesticks, you're a melee that's tanky. So, like, you know what I mean? It's just a win-win. So, thank you guys so much for watching. This is obviously on Twitch if you guys are tuning in. This is our Unranked to Master series. Everybody on YouTube, appreciate you hanging out. Make sure to head over to Twitch if you do want to catch games like this live. And then you can also make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we will catch you guys in the next one. Bye!
Dang. Call me so I can make it juicy for ya.